Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. This is a series of spotlights on remarkable exit planning advisors from across the country. And joining me on this segment is Dan Kaibel. He's the founder of Purpose Financial Planning. Dan, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Mark. I look forward to this.
Tell us a little bit about your work and tell us specifically who are the types of clients that you specialize in helping?
Yes. Well, as a wealth manager or financial planner, I saw the need that business owners just simply weren't getting a lot of attention, and especially that area around exiting. And so when I work with business owners, I like working more or less with business owners in the smaller side, because I feel, again, they don't get quite as much attention as the larger. So I'll bring in experts if I do need to encounter that. But really, any business owner that just has a desire to create more value in their business and getting it ready for their next transition. And that's really a specialty of mine, is that next transition away from the business.
Terrific. Yeah, business owners are really great at growth, but how much thought do they really put into exiting their business or being prepared to do that? What is on their mind when they think of selling? Are they properly prepared? Do they even know where to start?
Oftentimes, they're very goal oriented. I know that because I am as well. And so in order to continue to go down the path toward it, you need to have a vision for what's next. And if that vision isn't compelling, then, quite frankly, you'll drag your feet, because we get a lot out of our businesses. We get a lot out of our work, our social contact, our purpose, meaning, so many things along those lines. So I have questionnaires and dialogues, and quite frankly, I just ask a lot of questions to help them determine what that vision looks like for the future.
Can you tell us, one of the goals of this series is really to shed light on the importance of exit planning. Can you help us clarify the role of that exit planning advisor, and where do you fit in the process, and how do you help those business owners?
First and foremost, I'm going to use the word coach, and that coach, because honestly, because there's a lot of questions, a business owner might start thinking, well, gee, aren't you supposed to give me advice? Well, until I know that business, until I know that owner, the direction forward, we just can't figure that out. So the role really is coming alongside, and they can share their fears, they can share their things they're excited about, successes, things along those lines. But oftentimes it's just some very tangible things, though, tangible processes, like, getting their operations in order, the management team, all of those kind of things. So much of it is relationship built. And so just coming along as a coach and saying, how are we coming along with the things that we need to get done?
What are some of the myths or misconceptions that perhaps, business owners hold that may sabotage their success at exiting successfully? Are there any preconceived notions that they have?
I think they think that it's the same for every business, or at least that there's some, formula that will make it, easy, or, that everybody kind of does the same thing. And it just isn't. Each business is different, right? And so understanding that how much do they want their employees to participate? How much is the family involved? All of these different things. Each exit is unique in and of itself. And so they could get frustrated because they'd like somebody to just lay it out. And there is a map, there is a general map, but kind of like if you're going across the country and you have a general idea of where you're going to go and get, you might have the little off-road times as well. And then just being able to be okay with that, understanding you're going to come across some obstacles or things that you didn't think about, but not let not letting that discourage you, just getting back up on the road to where you want to go.
Dan, what inspired you to get into this field and help business owners with their exit plans? How did you get started?
It began with, as I opened my business as a registered investment advisor and financial planner, is I said, what was the need out there? And at my prior position, where I did mainly research and did the investments for a larger firm, I love research, I love learning, but I wanted to have an impact on people's lives. And I wanted to be able to do things in which, could really help them. And when I looked around, again, I saw business owners as people that maybe didn't have that kind of support or coaching, for it. And they have so many relationships and so many people that they impact. And so I just saw it as an ideal thing for me to be able to say, hey, look, this would be a way I could make an impact. And yes, it would work out well for me in multiple ways down the road, but it's those relationships. And quite frankly, I admire business owners. It's hard. And they take a lot of risk and they put a lot of energy in it. I like working with people like that.
Dan, before I ask you my last question, is there anything that I didn't think to ask in regards to exit planning that you feel is important to share with business owners listening who are considering selling now or in the near future?
I would just emphasize really just the relationship aspect, the relationship with family, the relationship with the employees, the relationships with customers. A business owner really, they invest more than just money, right? It's their energy, it's their creativity. But oftentimes it's the relationships that people kind of don't put enough emphasis on. And so I just think that that's an excellent part or a part for an excellent exit when you consider all those things and address those as you move forward.
Sage advice for folks listening, business owners considering selling now or in the near future that would like to speak with you. How can they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Thanks, Mark. purposefinancialplanning.com, just as it sounds. And my phone number is 773-466-2610. And would love to chat with anybody. It's free to talk. So let's get started.
Dan, this has been terrific. I really appreciate you stopping by and sharing with my audience today. I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for the opportunity.
That was Dan Kaibel, founder of Purpose Financial Planning. And this segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.